Hello, YouTube. Y'all already know I make my channel for the authentic people, the I don't give a fuck people, people that are liking me. Like, we just don't give a fuck about society. We know that society is so fucking stupid. And people, and we're tired of that people trying to force us to fucking like society. Like, come on, it's just fucking stupid. Like, you got people, right? You write a comment, you write your comment, you have your opinion. Okay, so they a voice, and then they a voice how, then they a voice their opinion about your comment, and then you try to explain where your comment come from. Then they just want to call you crazy, stupid, and go seek medical help. And then you're like, all right, fine, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But then let's just say those same people somehow they go to they're so thirsty to just fucking make you feel. They just really want you to know, like, they're really that fucking miserable, and then they go on to your YouTube page or whatever, another platform, another social media of your platform, to go comment the same shit that they wrote on your fucking first social media platform. It's like, okay, if I'm so crazy, then why the fuck why are you going so as far as to go and like stalk all my social media site? Like, I just don't fucking get it. You don't have to agree with every fucking thing I said, but damn, at the same time, you don't need to stalk me. You just, what, people are just fucking mad because people like us, everybody know my channel is for people, the I don't give a fuck people that really mentally just don't give a fuck. For, like, people like us, the I don't give a fuck people, who cares about this fuck, who cares about fucking living lavish and all that shit. We just want to fucking live peacefully. Like, we just want to live in peace. But yet these miserable people just want to rub their misery in our face. Because they're just jealous that we're not jealous of their fucking wannabe whatever rich life. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, I just want to stare at trees. I just want to be around animals. I just want to enjoy the nature part, the beauty part of the earth. Like, but yet you got these people. This is why I try not to blend into society, and this is why I try to stay off social media. This is why y'all don't have seen me posting a lot of videos recently, because it's like every time I write something or I comment on something or I make a video or I post something, motherfuckers always find my social media platform. I don't know. I think they're Illuminati or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the Illuminati is, and I know, watch this, what? And I bet you $1,000,000 somebody is going to comment and be like, oh, see, you're going crazy talking about the Illuminati. No, because it's true. Like, ever since I, like, exposed y'all on fucking Instagram, y'all just been following every fucking platform I go on. Just to let me know I'm fucking crazy, because I want to preach about Jesus, and I want to tell people, and I'm telling people, oh, how I got over my depression is I believe in Jesus. And now all of a sudden, fake profiles and all this other shit come stalk my page, or they'll call me a demon or I'm demonic. Like, what the fuck? Like, they just don't fucking let nobody breathe. But yet, all they do is like, okay, they're mad because they've been stalking my social media page, stealing all my ideas, and then they make profit off of it. They make money off of it, and I'm still like, I still don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. Because, like I said, when I became a motivational speaker, I didn't give a fuck about the money. I just wanted to help people. So fine, take my idea, and if you help people with my idea, mission completed. Because the only thing I give a fuck about is heaven. I don't give a fuck about this earth, okay? This shit is temporary. I can't take nothing. Everything that I have here on earth, I can't take it when I die. Like, I can't take it where I go. I can't go, like, so why the fuck am I going to stress myself, break my back for material fucking things? Now, I will work for things that I know I'm necessary need in the meanwhile while I'm here on the earth, like a place to stay, food, and entertainment money, and just entertainment money. Like, those are the only three things right now in life that I care about. And of course, like the other stuff, like family, friends, and other things. But as to work hard to go freaking drive a fucking expensive car, wear name brand clothes, and flash and this, or be like on baller, I don't give a fuck. I don't. All I care about making enough money for me where I could just go by each day, where I could survive each day. Like, that's the only thing I give a fuck. Doesn't have to be, I don't need $1 million to be happy. I don't need a big ass mansion to be fucking happy. Give me a 2-family house, I'm good. Or a 2-bedroom apartment, I'm good. I don't give a fuck. I don't need expensive shit to be happy. I don't. Better yet, I could stay in the park. Like, if the weather could just be 80 degrees all year round, I could live in a fucking park. I got no problem living in a park. I really don't. Like, I don't know why people think that nature is like this most terrible thing. Shit, with imagination and soul festing and stuff. Shoot, like, I'll be one with God. Like, shit, that's where I get all my spiritual, like, spiritual connection, is being in the park. Like, that's where I feel close. Like, I could go hours with not eating. When I'm in the park, I don't feel hungry. I don't feel tired. I don't feel nothing. Like, I'm most at peace when I'm in the park and I'll be like staring at trees. I don't know, something about trees. Me and trees is just most relaxing. That's why I have like a tree in my room, because it's just something about trees that just calms me down. I just think that maybe I feel like if I was Eve, now, if God gave me the chance and said, okay, would you bite this apple? And I'll be like, hell no. I would keep it like how you wanted it before. Because life after that apple is fucking miserable. It's terrible. I mean, it's a blessing. Don't get me wrong. It's a blessing because you get to build memories and you get to meet, there are decent people out here. You get, and you get to actually, that's what life is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about breaking your back or becoming something that you're not. It's just about knowing yourself, love yourself, and create memories before you leave with those that you love. So when you go, those people could live off of the memories and keep your spirit alive within themselves. So until it's their time to go, at least they have something to hold on to you, so they don't have to be sad or miss your present that much. Like, that's basically what life is about, creating memories with each other, keeping each other alive at the heart. That's what, to me, I feel like that's what life is about. To me, I feel like life is just about finding the joy in what you have and create memories. Because memories is what stays. Money could go and come anyway. You can buy all these expensive clothes, but when you die, you can't take it where you're going. So you might as well just create memories. I mean, if you're blessed, and unfortunately you work hard, but I'm not saying just because you got expensive clothes, you can't get expensive clothes. Like, if you bust your ass and you work hard where your salary is like over the money and you can afford expensive clothes and expensive cars, then hey, splurge all you want. There's nothing wrong with wanting expensive stuff. You know me? Like, I like Versace. Like, I love him. Like, I just love, because the reason why I love him, because, like, what he stand for, like, what he was. Like, he was proactive for the gays in the army. Like, he Because people were killing gay people in the army, but because of Versace, gay people get to serve in the army. So for that, I applaud a guy like that. But, you know, and I like Juicy for sure. Like, I love their clothing. Their clothing it's not too expensive, and the material is just right. And but bottom line, you know, like, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's okay, like, if you can afford it, and you're not. I'm just saying, don't lose yourself over these stuff. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, just don't lose yourself. Don't lose your authentic self in a search of wanting stuff. Because wanting stuff is not bad. Losing yourself is bad. Like, wanting money is not bad. Of course, we need money for the necessary things in life. But when you're willing to sell your soul for money, that's when money is just not healthy. That's when it becomes not healthy. Like, you willing to go against your morals for a quick dollar. And what you got to remember, too, when you give away your morals and life puts you in a rock bottom and you lose everything that you lost your moral for, and then eventually as you get older, people don't realize, like, when you get older and you lose all of that, guess what you're stuck with? The memories. So you were too busy, blinded at the time of, you sold your morals and sold yourself, and you're blinded at the time. Then when you lose it, that's when all hell break loose, when all the demons going to start attacking you, and because the memory. Because when you lose, you can be like, but I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that for the money. I did this and this and this for money. Oh my God, I can't. Like, for a prime example, me, I am a prime example. Well, I'm talking about from experience, because that was happening to me. Like, I was making $10,000 a day from stripping. Like, I used to be a stripper. I ain't gonna lie, and I was making like $10,000 a night. Okay, I was able to afford penthouse and all the stuff. You know, like when I was around, like, I stripped like from 19 to 26. Was making all this money, and I was living with the shop ballers, callers, and all of that. But at 28, like 26, 27, somehow God just took it all away. Like, somehow I was put in a position where, like, nobody wanted to fuck with me no more. You know, after everybody that I was working with or I was helping with, they didn't want to, you know, like, they act like they did this whole crazy trend. Oh, you're crazy, you're bipolar. You know, after they got everything that they wanted from me. You know, and then they left, and then I realized I'm stuck paying their bills because I put my name on everything. Now I'm stuck with bad credit. One, I was dumb enough and then put my name on the lease and allowed them to put their name on the lease, so they were able to take my property. They were able to take the property that I paid for, they were able to take it under me. And now, you know, and I think back, like, yo, like, me selling myself and my moral just to be liked by people or to be liked by these guys, was it even worth it? Because, like, now I'm in a position where I gotta work back to get to where I was at, and I'm stuck with the memories. These stuff that I did, I can't take back. So, you know, but I thank God for Jesus, because if it wasn't for Jesus, I would have keep I did attempt suicide one time, like when I was 26. I attempted, but God brought me back here on earth. No, my bad. I'm sorry. I was 23. I attempted at 23. 26, I thought about it, but I didn't really react on it. But I thought about it again at the age of 26. But no, but I just gave myself to Jesus, and that's why, and to this day, these people that use me and abuse me, they're still fucking miserable. They're still out there looking for praise and still looking for someone that they can fucking use. And they be like on my Instagram and my social media platform to see if I failed. Or to see if I officially finished the job and then if I officially killed myself. Nah. Because you know what? I realized with Jesus, you can never die. Life is forever. So you have forever to get it right. And the one thing that you need to get right by is Jesus. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I could bust my ass now. Like I said, I'm working hard. I'm working right now I'm working on my credit because I know I need to fix my credit first before I can do anything. But because I know that once I fix my credit, everything else is going to fall into place, like getting my 2-family house that I want and stuff. I just have to fix my credit. But and I know after I fix my credit, everything else is just going to fall into place, and I just know God's plan is going to come into plan. But first I got to fix what I fucked up, and what I allow people to fuck up in my life is my credit. My credit is what's stopping me from achieving my stuff that I know that God wanted to bless with me before I even sold my morals. And I didn't, and I turned my back on God and didn't listen. But yeah. But it's cool. Like I said, I tell you the truth, I'm more happier being low class and working 9 to 5, going to school, learning new stuff, enjoying being outside, enjoying nature, going to the library, learning something new, educating myself with something, educating myself. Because I felt like if I was educated with this whole credit stuff, I would have never allowed these people to fuck up my credit if I educated myself with it. But it's cool. You learn something new every day, And like I said, I'm happy that they did fuck me up in my early stage of life. Because now because out of every, like at first, of course when it first happened, when you first hit rock bottom, you're like, fuck you, God. Oh, I don't fuck with you. You don't really got my back. You don't give a fuck about me. Oh, this is why Satan and everybody turned their back on you, because you want to be all Mr. Perfect and shit. But yet you still make us suffer. So, how almighty you, fuck you, I ain't gonna lie, I was like that. That's why it was even more harder. That's why it took 2 more years for me to finally be where I'm at. Because you know what? Because finally I told myself, like, you know what, God? I'm like, God, I'm gonna stop being this ungrateful child. And I'm actually going to give you a chance. It's not fair. I gave Satan a chance. So it's not fair. I never gave you that chance yet. So, God, I'm about to give you a fair chance. Please. I want you to show me what it means to walk by you. Don't bless me with nothing. Just show me what it means to walk by in your love. Show me what does it mean to walk in your love. I can tell you, man. It's blissful. God's love is very blissful. It's very reassuring. It's very like, it's like, I'm sorry, I just fucking want to cry right now. Like, y'all don't understand, man. Like, I don't know what I would do without Jesus and God. Because like I said, the memories, the stuff that I was put through, the rape, getting punched every day, being called slut, bipolar, crazy, bitches. And then even going through it with my family, and my family making me feel like I was doing that because I wanted to do that. And not realize that I was crying for help. And getting mad at God because it's like, yo, God, if you're going to torture me, like, I'm telling God, like, just take me to heaven. Because I don't want to deal with this hell. You know, why are you keeping me here in this fucking hell? I'm like, why? But when I was 28, turning 29, I'm 30 now, so this literally just happened like in the year 2017. Like, I 100% committed myself to Jesus in the year 2017. So I recently, you know, committed myself to Jesus. Like, 100% gave myself to Jesus. And I'm going to tell you, like, I wish I did this years ago. I swear I wish I did this years ago. Like, I am no longer depressed. I am no longer sad. I'm annoyed because it's like I said, when you finally give yourself to Jesus and he like wakes you up and he makes you see a lot of shit and he really makes you examine all the bullshit that goes on and you're just like, really? That's all the fuck was going on? So I allowed that shit to torture my fucking brain all this fucking time? And now it's just, you get more annoyed, and then after a while, the annoyed, you just start laughing, and then everything is just more funny. Then everything just becomes more funny, and as it becomes more funny, your whole vibe is just like, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because heaven is way better than this place. Like, everybody talks so highly of this place, but it don't compare to how the fuck heaven feels. Because God showed me heaven, and it's the most beautiful place ever. When I had attempted suicide the first time, like, my soul actually went to hell. Like, I was actually in hell. Like, excuse me, I'm sorry. When I was in my coma, I was in hell. Like, I felt my whole body was, like, burning. And then I just seen this angel, like, showed me this place, like a garden. And that's I ain't gonna lie, that's another reason why I'm into, like, nature, because when I was in that coma, like, this angel came down, like, in my coma and was, like, showing me heaven. It was like, this is a sneak peek of where you're gonna go if right now you tell me that you love God. God understands you're still angry with him, but he wants you to know. He wants to know, and he wants to hear it from you. Do you love him? He understands why you're angry with him, but do you love him? He's like, because this is where, he's like, the reason why you went through this hell, it's because he wanted to prepare me for when I leave. This is what's going to be my blessing. This was going to be my life. He said, because this is the life he had planned for me. So the angel said, all he needs you to say right now is, God, I love you. And I said it to the angel. I said, God, I love you. And the angel said, God believes you. And then next thing you know, I woke up and I was in a hospital. But... and it was so funny too, because when I woke up out of the coma and I was in the hospital, the light, you know, like they always make the lights white and whatever, it's so bright. I got out the bed, I was like, I'm in heaven! And then some lady with a needle come and like poke my arms, and the next thing you know, I'm waking up in a wheelchair in the psych ward. I don't like to call it a psych ward because people in there are not crazy. It's just the government trying to fuck with people's subconscious, and I don't like that. Because like I said, when you become awake, when you become spiritually awoken, you start realizing how ugly this world really is, man. Like, this world is really ugly. Like, that's all the psych ward is. It's like they messing with people's subconscious. It's like they don't want them to awake their soul. They don't want their soul to be awakened. Because they know that once their souls once they wake up their soul, then people will start realizing how ugly this world is. And they would start caring less for things of the world and start caring more about heaven. So that's why all these psych meds and stuff. So people, you are not crazy. It's them fucking with your mindset. They want you to believe that there's something wrong with you, so you don't subconsciously wake up. But I'm telling you right now, the antidote to your depression is Jesus. Jesus saved my life. He saved me from my depression. I don't need meds. I don't need a therapist. I don't need nothing. All I need is to talk to Jesus. All I need is a tree and Jesus. Like I said, tree is what helps me feel more connected to heaven, because like I said, from when I was in a coma and, you know, God showed me, you know, the angel showed me a glimpse of heaven, and in heaven I just saw a tree and children running around. So that's why trees with me is why when I talk to Jesus, I need to look at a tree for me to get connected to Jesus. But Jesus, whatever helps you get connected with yourself, your inner self, you know, just talk to Jesus. And, you know, and that's my story. For those that feel depressed, those that feels like right now they don't have no hope, or there's nothing going on with their life, or feel like, you know, they just want to end their life. Nah, don't end your life. Life is a gift from God. Cherish this life. Cherish the life you have. Because the purpose of everybody on this earth is, like I said, is to help save other people, is help bring people's soul to go to heaven, and in the meantime, and at the same time, create memories. God said, "Give to Caesar what Caesar is owed." So that means, you know, work, get money, you know, to buy the necessary things, but you don't have to break your back for unnecessary things. Work for the necessary things. There you go. That's how I'm going to say it. Work for the necessary things, but don't break your back for the unnecessary thing. It's okay to want the unnecessary thing, but don't break your back for it. You will be alright without it. You don't need it. It's just a want. And if you know, you feeling good, you know, if you feel good and you really want it and you want to put those hours in because that's something you want, that is cool. But you don't need it. It's okay to want it, but you don't need it. So if you don't need it, you don't need to mentally stress yourself or mentally break yourself for it. So, with that being said, the reason why God don't answer our prayers, because we got to remember, God gave the world to the devil. So when you pray for things of the earth, who are you praying to? Satan. And we all know Satan collects. But when you pray for strength, happiness, faith, He will give it to you. Because that's what God wants. Because that is the gift God gave us. He gave us a mind so we can control it. So we can decide for ourselves what's good for us and what's not good for us. And so we can also stay connected with Him through our mind. And that's why Satan messes with your mind. Because he knows that's the one thing that's connecting you to God is your mind. Because the mind is connected to the heart. And the heart is connected to your gut. And the gut is where you find your answers to life. So if you block the mind, then the heart don't receive the message right. And if the heart don't receive the message right, then it deceives your gut. So when you pray for strength, courage, and faith, what you're telling God is, block the evil thoughts or the evil energy in my mind. Keep it away from me so I can listen. So I can listen to what you're telling me, the heart, the heart. Comprehend what you're telling me and ask my gut, and what I'm thinking is correct. And if my gut says, yes, you are correct, then I know I must work hard and that's where I need to go. And that's where I'm going to find my blessings. And once you learn how to do that, and once you really 100% believe that, and you really, really train your mind to believe that, and it's not